and the emergency operator told the girl the call is coming from inside the house. Get out now! All right, I guess scary stories are not your thing. How about a song? We have enough people. How about Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
What is a row?
Denson! Sorry, Jason. Has to be this way.
Captain's Log, Stardate 1921.09. We are on our way to the planet Edonia to offer Federation membership to a race who claim to have eliminated violent crime over 200 Terran years ago. While they may not be technically advanced as many Federation planets, there is much we can learn from them. But first, we have rendezvoused with the USS Constitution. An old friend and several new friends are transferring aboard.
So, Romulan Special Liaison?
I do have a rather unique perspective.
That you do. Are you sure you don't want to stick around until she arrives?
It has nothing to do with what I want, Jason. The Constitution won't be waiting all day for me, and I do have some last-minute prep to make and do. Basically, just say, I'll see her sooner or later.
Captain, she's ready whenever we are. All right, let's do it.
Jason, told you I'd be back.
Captain Farrell. Captain Tackett, I didn't know you were coming aboard.
I have to run, but I couldn't resist coming aboard a Dreadnought. Now I can cross this off my bucket list.
I guess so. But really, you've got to tell me this story. I heard that you went toe-to-toe with an interdimensional alien ship.
It's not something I can tell quickly, but there's a virtual captain's conference coming up in a few days. Meet me online about an hour beforehand, and I'll tell you all about it properly.
I'll be there. Captain?
Captain. Captain.
Captain?
Captain.
Captain?
Captain.
Stephen, when the others arrive, have them find their quarters, get their bearings, and then meet us on the bridge. Yes, Captain. Well, it's about time. You'll be able to monitor us from the bridge. And Commander Ellis, you'll have to come.
Are you sure you don't want to leave it with Captain Farrell? She is ranking officer.
Mr. Ellis, I may be a captain, but I'm not the captain. Not yet.
That's right, Commander. And while I have every confidence in Captain Farrell, until that change of command in a few days, you're just a glorified passenger. Be patient. She'll be bossing you around in no time.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Malikoff, Commander Piper, Captain Denson, you'll be with me. I hope you've all been studying your Edonian law and etiquette.
Their laws and etiquette are pretty much the same thing. I've never seen a civilization so dead set on being civil.
After weeks of preparation, I now know 12 ways to ask for restroom without offending anyone.
Well, let's just hope that's the most controversial question that comes up.
Everybody watch your P's and Q's. And Chief, you've been briefed on the mission, but just a reminder, stay sharp. And be prepared to pull us out fast if this thing goes sideways.
We don't anticipate violence, Chief, but any civilization that claims to have such a spotless record when it comes to crime, we have to wonder how they achieved it.
Or if they've achieved it at all. There is old American saying, my spidey senses are tingling.
All right then, let's go, Chief. Energize. Here we go.
They'll be all right as long as they don't get too comfortable.
Have you ever known someone who's so very easily offended, and you have to watch what you say around them? Now imagine a whole entire planet of them. I mean, dude.
Boggles the mind, doesn't it?
The gift for the Prime Minister is a fruit basket? Really?
Planets vary wildly in what they consider to be precious. For some, it's diamonds, gold, gems, spices, even latinum. And for this world, it's fruit. Something to do with the soil. They can't grow it. And look there. Captain's saying something. I can't quite make it out.
Lieutenant. Yell alert, transporter rate, get them out of there.
Well, you gonna sit in it or stand there and stare at it all day?
Always wanted to sit in the center seat, at least for a while, but... Malakoff, what is that you're holding? Is that what I think it is?
I don't know. I fought with man who shot Captain, and the next thing I know, I was on bridge.
It is. It's the weapon that killed the captain.
We don't know that it's a weapon. We don't know that the captain is dead.
Yes, sir.
Captain Farrell, I am hereby appointing you as a full member of this crew and as acting captain of the Dominion until further notice.
Stephen, I'm not entirely sure that's regulation.
Probably not. But look, we'll have a nice ceremony in a few days. Everybody will all dressed up. There will be admirals there. Just be flexible and work with me for now, okay?
Aye, sir.
Piper, Quinn, Winsworth, come with me to engineering. Malakoff, you too. Bring the device. Be careful with it.
Look at his 8 settings, each one with single digit.
Well, that rules out any sort of geopositioning system.
Agreed, but what else could it be? Power? How many power settings could it possibly need?
How about time?
I mean, as crazy as that sounds, it makes sense. One for seconds, one for minutes, days, years, decades. Or their equivalent.
Well, that's a pretty cavalier attitude to have towards time travel. I mean, surely they realize how dangerous that could be.
Well, there's 2 schools of thought. Some swear by the butterfly effect, that changing the past can change the present in unpredictable ways. Others say time has a way of course-correcting itself.
So if your grandfather dies, then you're never born, but someone will come along who does roughly the same things as you would have done.
Edonians are strictly non-violent, so instead of kill offenders, they send them somewhere in time and let it be someone else's problem?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm picking up massive levels of chronoton radiation.
That settles it. Looks like what we have here is essentially a weaponized time machine.
That is what I love about this job. Just when you think you've seen everything,
Up pops a weaponized time machine.
The symbols on the device are not Edonian, so how do we know how far into the past or the future that they sent the captain?
Doesn't matter. The settings are set the same way they were the last time it was fired. If I leave 45 minutes later with the same settings, I'll arrive 45 minutes after he did. I reverse the settings, collect the captain, come back. Computer, record the settings on this weapon as they are now.
Recorded.
All right, I'm going to set this on the smallest setting. And I think this is reverse. 1 second. All right, everybody stand back. Okay, fire in the hole. Voila! Hell, what's our current speed?
In relation to what? The galaxy? The local star? The planet?
The surface of the planet.
We're pretty much geocentric. So, about 30.5 centimeters per second.
Thank you, you've been a big help.
But, sir, why do you...
Computer, how far did that object just move?
30.48 centimeters.
That settles it then. Thank you, team. Head back to the bridge. Tell Commander Ellis to maintain current course and speed. I'll be back shortly, and with any luck, I'll have Captain Brousseau with me. Oh, Quinn.
yes, sir.
You know I'm leaving in a few days, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to recommend you as the next chief engineer.
But, sir, are you sure I'm ready?
I've seen your work. I've seen your records. Get ready. Besides, I won't be totally off the grid. Not at first, anyway. If you need me, just reach out.
Yes, sir. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just don't make me look bad for choosing you, okay? All right, so here's the plan. Beam me down to the exact same coordinates where you beamed Brosseau earlier today. A few minutes later, with any luck, you'll need to beam 2 back to here. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Energize.
Dominion, come in. Dominion, come in. This is Captain Jason Brousseau of the Federation Starship Dominion. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Come in. And stay down. Excuse me. Hello. Can someone tell me where I'm at? Or where I could arrange some transportation?
Did you suddenly appear in the forest?
Yes.
And were you shot by a strange-looking weapon?
Yeah.
Well, that weapon is what got you here.
Well, Brute, anyone? And where exactly is here?
You appeared in the same location you were shot, but you were sent, best as we can figure, 800 to 1,000 standard years into the past.
So, welcome to Ancient Adonia. Might as well get settled in because there's no way back. It's not so bad though. I mean, except for the cold, bitter nights and the wild troglodyte beasts, which don't normally bother us that much as long as we keep the fire going.
But Todd let the fire go out.
Sorry, I got a little more firewood, Margot.
Are you good at starting fires? None of us have really mastered it yet.
Yeah, it takes us hours. And the troggle beasts check on us every night, right after dusk, to make sure it's lit.
Well, I'm not that practiced at it, but I do have something that might help. I might want to stand back just a little bit. And the emergency operator told the girl the call is coming from inside the house. Get out now! All right, I guess scary stories are not your thing. How about a song? We have enough people. How about Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
What is a row?
Denson! Sorry, Jason. Has to be this way.
That's not fair! Why didn't you take us with you?
You left the fire starter behind.
Outstanding.
Should we use this portal?
Definitely. Dominion, 2 to beam up.
Sorry I'm late, everybody. I had to stop by and pick up the captain.
Jason, thank God you're all right. Shall I surrender the con, sir?
No, you're fine. I have a few things I need to take care of. First, I'm going to need a full debrief from Captain Denson. I need to know what the hell just happened, and then Starfleet's going to need an explanation. So, carry on, Captain.
Miss Piper, Miss Malacom, both of you were on the landing party. Tell me what happened down there. Why did they attack the captain?
I'm at a loss, Captain. Everything was going so well, and then the captain turned and spoke to Lieutenant Malakoff, and, well, Lieutenant Malakoff is the expert in negotiations.
When Captain turned to me and said Lieutenant, indicating he was ready for gift, I was afraid there might be trouble, but he handed gift anyway.
All he said was, Lieutenant? What's wrong with that?
When approaching leader for first time, first word spoken must be to leader. It's a customary sign of respect.
I can't tell you how glad I am that you became our chief medical officer, Skip. Are you settled in down in sick bay? Have you found everything that you need?
Sick bay is a mess. Got a lot of work to do down there.
Oh, really?
Just kidding, Mo. Everything's exactly like we were taught when we were junior medical officers on our first ship together.
Mo?
Yes. Mo was Skip's nickname for me when we were ensigns together. And you may not repeat it.
Captain, we're being hailed from the planet. It's the First Minister.
On screen.
Captain, I hope you...
First Minister, before you go any further. We came here hoping to learn something from you about keeping the peace. But now, I think we're going to leave you with a piece of friendly advice. What you've been doing may work for you for now. But before you can come out and play with the big kids, you're going to need to learn something about the difference between the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. Think on that. And when you figured it out, give us a call. Dominion out.
Captain, I just want to...
Captain's Log Supplemental. My debrief with Captain Denson was interesting, to put it mildly. I have also apprised Starfleet Command of the situation at Edonia. The Time Gun, as my staff has dubbed it, has been returned to the Edonians. I have made my recommendations to Starfleet that future contacts be made by personnel with, shall we say, a more strict set of guidelines to avoid any more misunderstandings. For now, we turn to more pressing matters, the change of command. We are presently hosting dignitaries visiting Starbase 11 who have requested to witness the ceremony. Their crew are enjoying a small reception prior to the ceremony. They have earned this small bit of relaxation as my thanks for the many years of loyal and dedicated service. I am very proud of each and every one of them and have the utmost confidence that they will serve Captain Farrell as well as they have served me.
Sorry, I'm very late. Oh, sorry. Oh, Captain Brousseau. Oh, Боже мой, прости меня. My apologies, Capitan, for my tardiness.
Lieutenant Devon, no need for apologies. Matter of fact, I owe you and the crew of the Rio Grande a great debt of gratitude. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
Yes, sir. You are most welcome, Captain. It was a great honor to meet your ancestor. We were fortunate the ordeal turned out for the best.
Well, thank you. And speaking of ordeals, let's get this one over with.
Attention on deck! Attention to orders!
I shall now read my orders. To Captain Jason A. Brousseau, Commanding Officer, USS Dominion, NCC 2115, Stardate 8325. You are hereby requested and required to relinquish command of your vessel to Captain Maureen E. Farrell as of this date. Signed, Vice Admiral Barrett, Starfleet Command, Chief of Staff. Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Farrell. Authorization, Brosseau, Omega 13.
Working. Transfer complete. USS Dominion now under command of Captain Maureen Farrell.
I relieve you, sir.
I stand relieved.
All right, everyone. Headings. No speeches. Let's just get back to work. Ship's company, attention! Dismissed. Now I'm the captain of a Federation-class battleship. You're going to see a different Maureen Farrell now. I think Skip would get it. Jason would too. Now I'm on top of the mountain. And when I have a bad day, so does everyone else. I've got to project competence, calm, and strength. Never let them see you sweat. We can do this. We got this.